Welcome, Bill.
Thank you.
So what inspired you to put your name forward as a candidate in this election?
Well, I've been thinking about it for quite a long time, and through my career as an electrician, I've been out of town. Most of my work revolves around me being in camps and away a lot of time, and I never had the time to actually commit to the community, like as in volunteering and getting more involved. But I have two children, 17 and 18 years old, they want to leave Medicine Hat. I wanted to stay. When I grew up here, it was the best place that I thought to grow up and raise a family is Medicine Hat. We had a lot to offer, which we still do, but I don't know why the younger generation seems that they seem to want to leave Medicine Hat. And that's what I'd like to change, to have more advantages for kids here. They're our future. Without the kids, without people being here and staying in the community, we're losing a lot of opportunity to for them, for the community, for businesses, for Medicine Hat as a whole.
What experience do you believe will assist you in being an effective elected representative?
Well, as in my career, I've been a foreman and a general foreman on a lot of projects. I've had to deal with a lot. Sometimes my crew was 15 people. Sometimes I had 3 foremen that had 15 people underneath them. So I have to, organize for my crew, their projects, and, efficiently get the equipment, get the tools, get the information so that they could do their job efficiently. And through my experience, I've actually worked on 5 turbines for the city of Medicine Hat, contract through different contractors, as well as when I first got out of school, I worked for a contractor through the Medicine Hat Gas Company for 8 years. It was a seasonal, whatever the budget would allow for upgrading the gas mains and the services in Medicine Hat. I did that, and I've got experience with as the water treatment as well. I helped to do the installation of the electrical on the new water treatment plant. So I have a lot of experience with different utility divisions throughout the city.
Great. So what do you believe are the most important issues facing our region?
Well, that's something that I feel, going back to the kids, going back to getting people in the community, we have to have something that lures them here. We're losing a lot of that. We're losing, like I say, the old Medicine Hat advantage. I feel we are losing it, because that's what kept me here. That's what kept a lot of people here. We had lots for kids to do, lots of recreation. It's safe, community friendly, a small town feel. It seems like the utilities, that's what kept me here. It was cheap. I don't understand why we pay in the center of the highest and lowest when we have our own public utilities. It's yours and my money that builds and maintains these facilities. We should be getting the advantage of having the lowest because of what we spend with our tax dollars to maintain them. So we got to get Medicine Hat back to where people want to be here, cheap enough to live. Rents. I know everything's going up with inflation, so a lot of stuff is out of our control, but there are some things that are within the city's control to make it a little easier on people right now as financially.
Great. And how do you believe your election platform will benefit and improve the lives of our constituents here?
Well, that is part of my platform. I would be against selling any of our public utilities. At this point, I can't see, I know we're going to innovation in the future, we're going to have to adapt, but at this point, our public utilities, like the power generation, it isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And I'm pretty sure that Medicine Hat, when the final totals comes out, that we've probably made about $75 million exporting our power this year, which is a large sum of money that the city needs and we should keep. And as far as the other issue I have is living in Riverside, I have an issue with the downtown development. And I don't know what's going on. Just coming here now, it was just boggled my mind why we got rid of the left-hand turning lane at City Hall, and the right-hand turning lane is now a straight. And we're gonna have traffic backed up on Finley Bridge. It's almost like it was intentionally developed to not flow properly. I've lived in Riverside for 25 years, and I've seen some It just boggles me. The other issue I have is with rec centers. We can't have central rec centers, in North End, South End. I live in Riverside. Another issue. I know it was cost wise, the pool, but when you lose those local facilities that the whole community would go and gather there. My children would have yearly passes. They go swim, come home, eat, hang around, go swim, come home. They'd be back and forth with all the kids in the community. I realize cost-wise, sometimes it's not effective to keep all of them open, but we have to work at keeping them open the most of them as we can.
So what strategies and specific policies would you suggest to address the pillars in the Chamber's Vote Prosperity campaign? So those include innovation and a competitive strategy, infrastructure development, image and branding, workforce development, along with business and financial supports.
Well, it's innovation and competitive strategy. We have to move forward. Like we've talked with the new blue hydrogen going out. I was actually working on the Aurora Sun plant doing the installation of the electrical there, and that was a great idea. Doesn't seem like a real good idea now, and a lot of people have issues with it. But at the time, it seemed like a good idea getting it in. But as the project went on, we all knew, we could all see what the end was going to be for Aurora there. As far as infrastructure development, I think we should. Why did it get to the point where our rec centers have to be torn down because we can't fix them anymore? Why weren't these maintained? If you're a homeowner, you don't let your shingles go till your water's pouring in your house and have more issues. You maintain them as you go. You can't just let it go. And I know the previous council here, our infrastructure has been decaying for a long time. I can tell you from when I'm working for the city, like with different contractors, I've seen it. So, we have to keep maintaining our own facilities. And image and branding, I think we got to get back to the Medicine Hat advantage. It's cliche and some people don't like that, but it is. It's what drew people here. It's what I had friends after school moved away. When they had a family, they moved back to Medicine Hat to raise their kids. So that I'd like to keep Medicine Hat as the best place that you want to be, not just in Alberta, but in Canada. And we have to get back to that. How that's going to happen, I'm not sure, but something we got to work towards. Okay. Workforce development, goes back to the Aurora Sun. They really, it looked good. 500 people come in. I can understand why the council would have did what they did to try and bring those jobs here, but it didn't work out. At this point, maybe it will. Business and financial support, it's something that I'd want to take on a case-by-case basis.
Excellent. So Bill, in conclusion, do you have any additional thoughts, insights, comments that you'd like to share with the voting public?
Well, more from the timing of my interview here, I'd like to send my condolences to Mr. Turner's family and friends. And let people know that he did a lot for the community. Whatever your opinion is of the man, he was a good man, and he gave a lot to the city.
Thank you so much for your time today, Bill.
Thank you.